Yo, well, anime fans, I am back with another video. We're in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Duelist Kingdom Arc. I know it took me a while to complete that. It was a while ago I finished up the Duelist Kingdom Arc in the manga, kind of in Battle City. I reviewed both I reviewed both Duelist Kingdom and Dungeon Dice Monster arcs on my manga channel. To know my thoughts on them. It's surprising to find out a lot of differences. Yeah, I get the specific elements of the changes the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc made in the anime when we get to that, which is. But first, we got to get past 5 episodes. 6 episodes for now. Yes. So that's gonna be a lot. Won't be as long. So as you know, I have the manga right here. One. The Duelist Kingdom arc was the fourth arc of the manga, but the first arc of the Duel Monsters portion. As you know, Yu-Gi-Oh! As you probably know by now, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Started out as a Game of the Week story. If Yu-Gi-Oh! is doing some type of game, you see, the game and whenever Yu-Gi-Oh! plays against someone, the opponent does their best to cheat, and and they get punished for it. The anime actually keeps one of them as a recurring character. The teacher from when the chapter where Honda actually becomes friends with Yugi. Um, off track, but when you go back and read the original earlier chapters in the manga, you will actually understand that it's kind of jarring. Look at that Takashi's original art style compared to the sharper art style. I think the original art style did suit the story you're telling, you know? And the sharp art style was for the action elements, because also a lot of changes from the manga to the anime, and especially how duels are done. Anyway, Duel Monsters card game was introduced around chapter 9 of the manga. It was popular. Like Takashi continued everywhere, but the manga was getting low readerships and readership numbers. So, because a lot of fan requests and suggestion by his editor, Takashi, but went on to focus on the card game aspect and created a Death T arc. But that happened a little bit later on, and I'll get to that in a bit. Because there's a bit of a tie to the first episode of Duel Monsters. Because there's a bit of a tie to the first episode of Duel Monsters. Yeah. Again, after Death T arc ended, we got another Game of the Week story, which I'll touch upon a little bit later as well. But that's when the Duelist Kingdom arc came around. Takahashi wanted to expand even more, wanted to do more focus on the card game. And did 2 big story arcs focusing on the card game. Like, other than multi-part stories and tournaments, outside of tournaments, but powerful duels, you get what I mean. And it just gave how the series go from now on. Yeah. Not great, because I got a sore thing on my tongue. And I was also a big spot that don't go away. But sore is annoying to speak with. Anyway, Yuki was adapted into an anime by Studio Gallop. And ran for over 100 or so episodes. I don't know how many. And it was localized overseas by 4Kids Entertainment, which you probably know about. They're infamous among anime fans. Well, they're infamous dubs of One Piece and stuff. I understand some this with children, but some decisions are pretty stupid. like removing text just because it legally counts as a commercial. It does not count as a commercial. Even Lord Computer, that even fucks up a scene in Sonic X. You know the one I'm talking about. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Became one of Jump's biggest successes. Even after the manga concluded, Jump's still selling cards to this day, including the current Rush Duel cards. Richardine. I do like Rush Duel, but I missed a high-stakes storytelling of the original of the old animes. No, I finished up the Binary Spirals before the Pegasus Duel last night after watching a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains in English. I want to watch the dubs first so I can be so I can see more familiar with them, so I can see how different they are in the Japanese version. Jaxo though is gonna be a tough one because it's not officially available in Japanese anyway on any special streaming sites. Yeah, I don't know why. You can watch Duel Monsters, GX, 5Ds, R5, and Brains in Japanese on Crunchyroll, but not Zexo. Why? It's because Zexo was split up into 2 seasons? Yes, that's actually a true thing. I don't know why Crunchyroll did not release the Japanese dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo. I want to experience it myself. It makes it inconsistent to Yu-Gi-Oh! Bands. That introduces us to a new summoning type. It's a pain in the ass. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it? Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, and another series, one, responsible for the anime boom in the 2000s. And that's why anime is being localized in the West, and why you get English translations of mangas these days. My copy here, though, comes from a UK company known as Galan's Manga, or by their website www.orionbooks.co.uk. I never heard of them, by the way. I should be official base releases, but they're only exclusive in the US. I don't know why. Other shonen manga are available in the UK as well, but I don't get it. Can someone explain this into the comments down below? Because I really have no clue why this thing was going on. Let's just say for the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Not unless it's my biz. I kind of wish Yu-Gi-Oh gets a redub, faithful dubs for modern audiences. But Konami refuses to do that because they won't make no money. They don't give a shit about the fans. I'd be suggesting you should keep the Master Duel series going on. Or Speed Duel, really. Still using that. And Duelist uses that too. It's kind of annoying. I guess Speed Duel was... You know what? I'll see all that stuff for Brains. Let's just get into the story before I end up uploading this video. Right. So the story opens up with episode 1, which actually is technically technically filler, but technically not. What I mean? Well, it adapts. Well, basically, for the first part of the episode, it adapts chapter 9 of the manga, with with Kaiba and stuff. The second half adapts the duel. That's most elements of the Death T arc. It does all the way up to chapter 9 until Kaiba till Kaiba sees the blue eyes white dragon after he leaves. That's it. That's chapter 9 for the first half. But the second half, and that's elements for the Death T arc. That's the Death T arc. So, especially with the duel against Kaiba. No, I'm not going over it because it's important, but you already know about it. But I actually already mentioned this duel, mentioned this type of duel about all the way back in my review back last year, I think, in my review on the school arc of the original Yu-Gi-Oh manga. So, if you want me more detail, if I did go into the, I don't know, if you want more information, just go read that. It is different, but, you know. Now, I'm going to discuss a change from the manga. Now, I'll say that to when we get to the Duelist Kingdom. But anyway, the arc truly kicks off with Jonochi wanting to learn how to duel. Well, wants to learn how to properly duel. He asks for training. So Sukuroku, Yugi's grandpa, who's known as Solomon in the UK, in the English dub. Sorry. Oh yeah, I got just the character names. So you know by the Western names. Joey Wheeler, Taya Gardner, Tristan Taylor, Yugi Moto, Solomon Moto. So we know that. But you probably don't know the Japanese names. You know, Katsuya Janochi. That's what Joey's Katsuya Janochi. Well, Taya, it's Anzu Mazaki. Tristan is Hiroto Honda. And Solomon's called Sukuroku Muto. Yes, it's Muto, not Moto. So, in the book, this is where the plot really kicks off the story. Yeah. At night, after Geology went for a lot of training, everyone gathers at Yugi's house to watch the a tournament going on. The two characters, Inset Haga and Dinosaur Miyazaki, are dueling against each other. Will they? I'll get back to them in a bit. I'll be all their English names as well. With Haga taking the win from Miyazaki. Miyazaki has a bit of a different look in chat. They have different looks in this early story when they first appeared. The problem is, Haga is greeted by the owner of Industrial Illusions, Pegasus J. Crawford, or as the dub calls him, Maximilian Pegasus. Yep, as we get there's an inconsistency in the manga, but simply the translation. Early on in the arc, he's called Maximilian J. Pegasus. But much later in the story, he's referred to as his Japanese name, Pegasus J. Crawford. I don't get it. Why did they do that in the first place? They just should have just called him by his Japanese name in the first fucking place. They just reverted to it later, and that's also might have been a mistake in translate. Might have been a mistake though. They didn't even notice until much later. So if you feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Yeah. He opens the anyway. Yuki opens a package. That's one of Industrial Illusions. Gains a tape, a glove. Gains a tape and a glove with 2 stars. As Yuki puts it in the corner, it's Pegasus. And see, he challenged Yuki to a duel over the tape. There's a change from the manga. In the anime, everyone but Yugi is frozen. But in the manga, everyone was watching the duel alongside Yugi. Alright, won't we talk about every duel in the story? And I'll talk about the important duels, which is quite a lot actually. It's like one non-important duel in the entire story. Non-story wise, that is. The character does come back, but I'm not saying he's not important, but what I mean is, like, it doesn't have effect on the story, what's going on. Like, characters that become important later in the arc. So yeah. Anyway, um, basically a shadow game. Yugi duels against Pegasus. It seemed to even reveal his mind. I'll talk more about this a little bit later, but where it's explained in this episode in the story makes me think that Takahashi the original idea for this power ability early on that Takahashi had early on, but changed later down the line as the art went on. I'll get to it once we finish the story. But anyway, this is a time duel, by the way. Yuki nearly won, but time ran out. And basically, Pegasus wants Yuki to come to Duel's kingdom, but Yuki obviously refuses. So Pegasus uses the power of his Millennium Eye. Take Yuki's grandpa's soul. Huh. I just noticed in the manga, Yuki's eyes have a different color. What's simply on the cover as? Hang on a sec. Slow. Just looked. It seemed to be a. I just looked at the original manga. It seemed to be a miscolor. It seemed to be colored wrong by accident. It's not being fixed. Not even being noticed. Like, has anyone else noticed this detail? Like, has anyone else noticed this? I'm not complaining. Just saying. Obviously, yeah. That's enough then. Has anyone else noticed this detail? I'm not complaining. I know it was a mistake. I'm not complaining. I just noticed it. It's weird. Anyway, Pegasus takes Yuki's grandpa's soul. Now Yuki has a motive to go to Duel's kingdom. What's they call it the dual glove on actually? Yeah. Yuki's outfit looks more blue in the on the cover of the manga, on the cover of Volume 1. But in the anime it looks more of a purple than a blue. I don't know. So yeah. You guys want to go. Jinochi wants to go too. You know? Reason? Well, you know, no. Episode 3 actually adapts a bit of elements from chapter 1 of the manga for a flashback. You know, explain to some nuances how they became friends and stuff in a simplified version. In the English dub, some reason moving the riddle part, the riddle, as important synonymous with the story. I don't know why. It's genuinely good. A riddle of friendship. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, Georgie got a videotape on his sister, Shizuka. Or you may know her as Serenity. I said just it. Saying that she doesn't have much time left. She just wanted to see her brother's face for the last time. We get more detail about it during the trip to Duelist Kingdom. Jinochi tries to sneak on board. Yuki gives Jinochi one of his star chips. Star chips are required being for the battle. On board to meet Miyazaki and Haga. Now briefly talk about them. Haga, you may know as Weevil Underwood. Miyazaki is Rex Factor. The anime actually pairs them up a little bit for two filler stories. The anime actually pairs them up quite a bit for some filler arcs. Actually making them more comic relief characters. Yeah. Because the shot must be gone by now. It still hurts a bit, but Rica's just gone off. Anyway, said Haga and Miyazaki get paired up in filler stories, and I'll come back to them when they reappear. When they get appearance, of course they do reappear in the next in the third, in the fourth, in the sixth arc of the manga. Yeah. But again, we get when we get there. Anyway, so Haga pretends to be their friend, and that Yugi get rid of the powerful Connor's deck Exodia. Basically, Haga chucks him overboard. Johnny tries to rescue him, but couldn't. It was revealed by his sister Shizuka. Even though in the manga they only knew about Shizuka, because they got mainly because they were there when Johnny got the tape. I don't know why they're doing these changes. Wait, later in August, a brilliant two-part thriller episode that I think was great. Sorry. I was this earlier. Yuki's gonna have an all tougher time going gonna have a tougher time on the island. His pack is continually mines. Again, I'll say it's just this. Seems like Takahashi was suggesting that subliminal messaging that gets Pegasus' ability. Basically, he, he can tell what cards they have in their hand, and basically uses subliminal messaging to use them, so he can have a counter, so he can counter imagine them. But that seems to get ditched later down the line later on. I just say it's just the way it looked in the episode, just the way it looked. And I think it's in the manga as well. Manga's just a sixth sense. The anime brings a subliminal messaging with the skull monster appearing in the Millennium Eye, and then in Yugi's eye, like he was being manipulated to do it. Again, that's just what I got from watching it. I'm not saying that might have been the case. It just might be how it was done there that made me think that. By the way, also the cards in the manga are quite different to the anime, slightly in design. Says because the card game wasn't out at the time. There was a OCG or whatever based on season 0. Yeah. I think those are very well defined. So yeah, they can arrive on Duelist Kingdom, ready to face off against whatever opponent they meet. Now, there's another change in the manga, and I'll get to a little bit later, but it's actually supposed to be another character with them. Also, go over another bit of a change on the manga. Sugaku wasn't trapped in a card. It was trapped in a VHS. So Yugi somehow found it portable, so Sugoroku could pop in now and time to talk to him. Even though it's not much in the story, sometimes you probably you read manga, sometimes you probably forget he's actually supposed to be with in Seoul, but he's not. So you can understand if you forget that. So yeah. if the animation was gonna do the same idea as the manga, they should have actually Goku pop in a little more often. So we don't stuff. Alright, now we get to the first important duel. Yugi Muto versus Insect Haga. In your heart. Now the duel arenas are different between the manga and anime. In the manga, they're dual boxes. Because they just play like a regular card game on table and stuff. Like a regular card game on table and stuff. With holographic technology around them, that's what they used in the Dapti arc. And sort of used in season 0. So where was I? Maybe the. Sorry about that. Where was I? Yes. Anyway, Yugi versus Haga. In the end, Yugi manages to beat Insect Haga, which covers all of Volume 1, by the way. And Dorothy took it upon himself to take his dual glove. Now Yugi has 2 star chips. Yugi and Dorothy are a good duel throughout the story. And the next one to duel is Jonochi. Because we introduced another major character of the series, Mai Kujaku, or Mai Valentine as she's known in the West. Oh, she actually did appear on the boat. I forgot to mention her. It really uses a Happy Lady combo, which, if you see the Japanese version, you'll be really surprised. As Happy Ladies have outfits that barely cover their breasts. Like, very thin outfit. Like, very thin. Oof. It's quite interesting design. But I can see why 4Kids censor that. 4Kids doesn't even want to show any cleavage. That's why with mine's breast lines. Now mine's a Japanese name, isn't it? So 4Kids could just come up with a reason why she's called Mai in the dub. Short for Maya. You know, Maya. Anyway. Georgie duels her. Mai's a bit of a cheater early on, using her aroma tactics. In the end, Jinochi managed to pull through thanks to Time Wizard and Baby Dragon. Of course, that's not how the actual card goes. You're supposed to fuse the 2 cards together. Also, a change of polymerization. In the dub, it looks quite different to the one we see in the Japanese version. And the Japanese version is used for all versions of polymerization in the future. So I don't know why the dub decided to change that. It was fixed in later stories. Still, anyway. It still gets Mako, I can't remember his Japanese name. Duels. But we get an important duel midway through the story. As Jinochi gets his second big duel of the story. As he duels against Dinosaur Ryozaki on behalf of Mai. Basically, Mai wants Ryozaki to beat Jinochi. She promised that if he does, they'll duel as payment for the as the events of the boat. And Yugi's friends are not allowed. Yugi's friends are not allowed to cheer him on and stuff. There was a whole thing, even had Aga and Honda at that point. But this duel came out to another important event I forgot about till just now. Let's put a pin in this for a bit and go back in time a bit. Anyways, Seto Kaiba's younger brother, Mukaba, is escaping the castle after he was abducted because he's the key to unlocking the special key to Kyber Corp. Once we beat Seto Kaiba, they wanted to beat Yugi as well as he disgraced the name of Kyber Corp. That's right, asked Pegasus to help. Hey, Pegasus is an American character. At the old thing of Magura puts his trust in Yugi. First, they'll be abducted again. Yugi forced to do a ghost of Kaiba. Now, in the manga, Kaiba was in a comatose, was temporarily brain dead for a while, like a vegetable. But it still gives him back. But in the anime, basically, Pegasus sends Sephiroth's man to try off him, but he survives. But using a ghost to do Yugi. Now, and the dub says that is a part of Kaiba, but in the Japanese version, it's a PKR, player killer. And he looks different, and it's totally different in the manga as well. In the manga, it's more of a puppet, a little puppet. I'm not joking about that. And the man looks entirely different. So Yugi defeated the fake and gave him a penalty. Now let's get back to the Mai versus Ghosting match again with Luca Barbo. So let's get back to the Jology versus Miyazaki duel. Miyazaki has a powerful card called a Red Eyes Black Dragon. And basically he's gonna get cocky, thinks he's gonna win. Then he said deal with Jology. The winner gets the best cards. Miyazaki gets Time Wizard. And Jology gets Red Eyes Black Dragon. And Jology won. And got the Red Eyes. You know, my reluctantly decides to head out Union Friends for the rest of the night. Well, here's what you take. You know, she arts a little bit about friendship and stuff. Oh, then, wait for the night, Mike gets inducted. I'll go, so let me take a pause of the story here. Because we get an episode that basically our classmate of, say, Rio Bakura shows up out of nowhere. As Arzu's kind of been seeing him throughout the early episodes. No, basically, it was a duel. You know, it's just like a friendly duel, but it's revealed that this is not Bakura, Saint Bakura from class. Everyone's supposed to be trapped inside the cars, except for the Yami Yugi. And that's not Bakura. Basically, this has another item too. It's just the evil spirit of the Millennium Reign, Yami Bakura. This adapts the Monster World arc, but this is down to one episode. So in the manga, the Monster World arc was more of a typical Dungeons and Dragons type game. But it was changed to be but it was changed around to be more with dual monsters. Yeah, Monster World arc happened before Duelist Kingdom arc. So Bakura was with them when the start of the arc, all the way up to the end. Even had some roles in the Dungeon Dice Monsters and Battle City arcs. I'll get to my complaints about the character as we go on. Yeah, Yuki defeats the Yami Bakura. Shinji defeated him for good. As Bakura enjoys, everyone thinks it's a dream. As Yuki starts to become aware of his other self. As you know, Bakura tags along with the rest of the story. In the screen, I find my being as lost to a duel kids. A PK who's known as Panic in the dub. I never questioned why he has PK on it. I always thought it was for Panic. But it stands for Play Killer. It was quite clever too. I wouldn't have guessed it as a kid. I wouldn't have guessed it till I read about watched the Japanese version. Yugi battles the Panic. I just gonna call it that because it's kind of cool name. To get my Star Treks back. and defeats him and mind crushes him. Mind the crush! He's mine to be in Yugi's gratitude. We'll see it again a little bit later. The important part of the story, though, comes up after that, later that night, as Kaiba shows up. And because of his attitude, Georgie gets pissed and they end up dueling. Kaiba tests out his adjustment, Kaiba tests out his system, the duel discs. And Jinochi lost, but not even barely scratching Kaiba's life points. Shows how experienced he is compared to Kaiba. That haunts him in the next few chapters. As yeah, as Kaiba tells him that they can't defeat Pegasus. As even to be a US champion in Bandit Keith. Yeah. Which comes to play the next story. Kaiba's got to rescue his brother anyway. So yeah, Jinochi is forced to duel against someone who works for Keith. Jinochi's having a tough time. In the end, managed to win thanks to Sword and Shield. And wins. Keith, though, locks him in the tunnel. I mean, Mai is off on her own at this point, though. By the way, she was supposed to be asleep during the event, during the Jinochi vs. Kaiba duel. Even on the manga, she actually witnessed the duel alongside the others. I don't know how that did not wake her up. Yeah. I'm not going to discuss every other change though. Just read the manga and see all the differences for yourself. And I show there's a big difference video on differences on YouTube. You got what I mean? Differences video on YouTube. Yugi and Jinochi end up dueling against the Paradox Brothers as they call in the dub. A tag duel, but it's not like any other tag duel. This takes a little bit of elements of a typical RPG. Move spaces. Just well dices and stuff. Quite a unique combination. Yeah, Jinochi and Yugi won the duel. Managed to escape. That's what we get. That's what we get half of after the next episode is the adaptation of chapter 4 of the manga, where basically Anzu is saving up, is working part time, but it's the criminal in that story is different than the one in the manga, and the location is different too. But basically, Anzu was a pervert criminal found out about Anzu's part time job and was blackmailing her. Yugi comes to rescue her, but can't do anything, so his other self shows up. He got in the game. Unlike the game in the manga, though, it's just draw the highest level card. That's when Anzu might be starting to become aware of a second Yugi. But once the 20 when Kaiba shows up, basically it's real Pegasus Stone Mokuba so earlier. Wasn't Kaiba to duel Yugi? This is one of the most epic duels for Yugi. But in the end, Yugi lost because Kaiba had to be dirty. Had to do a dirty trick so he could get in the castle and rescue his brother. Even someone he regrets, so he hated. Basically, if Yugi won, Kaiba would have fallen off and fell to his death. And Yugi's heartbroken as Kaiba goes in and duel Pegasus. Now, the anime has an entire filler episode where Anzu duels Mai, which never happened. Anzu never dueled in the manga once, nor in Honda. Mai went Honda up. I'll get to that in a later arc. So, Honda. So, yeah. Yugi's confidence now, but thanks to Mai, he's able to pick himself back up a bit. as they watch the duel versus of. Mine also was an extra star chase as a thank you for earlier before. As they watch Yugi versus as they watch Kaiba versus Pegasus. In the end, Kaiba lost due to his well, due to his own trap card. Virus destruction, the same card used against Yugi in their duel previously. It shows any monsters with 1500 or more attack points. And Kaiba's deck is full of powerful monsters, so he's basically lost by a deck out. Now Soul's taken. We gotta get ready. As we get time for an episode the night before, memos of Anzu, Honda, Bakura go look search for Bakura's body. In the manga, Honda was one who worked on his own and is not seen for the rest of the duels that come until the Yugi vs Pegasus duel. So I'll cut down on that for now and don't get back to it later. But when I first realized that Spirit's back, is when all this finds out the Spirit is really in his back, but he doesn't remember everything, it was a dream. So, as the final also said, Yugi versus Mai and Georgie versus Keith. Yugi battles Mai and basically begs to Mai as to go back to full competence and defeats her. Truly great duel between the two characters. Hopefully we get shame they never gotta happen at a duel again. It would be cool. A proper duel this time. At their best. Anyway, Georgie versus Keith. Keith lost to Pegasus and has been drowned in the stars. Changed for the manga though, he gambles with Russian roulette. But that was changed to just playing the cards, using cards to gamble. He lost and cheated from the door. It's quite different from the manga. In the anime, he's just booted out of the kingdom and trying to find Pegasus with a gun. In the manga, he's dead. And Louis turns into a pistol and kills himself, which works well. His mentality at the time. Nothing left to lose. Now, the anime adds an original duel to the story of Yugi versus Jirochi, which is a great duel. Yugi won, but it's a really good duel. I'm really glad they made that. I reckon, if you've already read the manga, I recommend you just check those 2 episodes out. They're good. Now it's Yugi versus Pegasus. It's one of those toughest duels ever. Yugi is having a tough time against Pegasus' brilliant eye. Eventually, though, thanks to the other Yugi's efforts, they do his technique of mind shuffle. As Honda still looking and ends up running to who else? Yami Bakura. Honda went after rescuing Mukaba. This is Spirits, but Mukaba, Honda had a way and had to knock out Bakura and threw the win away. Pegasus does a shadow game with Yugi. In the end, though, I'm not going to go much detail about the game because I ran out of time, but watch the series yourself. The duel was eventually won by Yugi. Pegasus lost. He escapes, though. And thanks to Yugi's friends, that's locked Pegasus' mind-reading power. As Pegasus goes back to his study, on his agreement to release the souls of Kaiba, Mukaba, and Sugoroku. That's when he's confronted by Yami Bakura, sorry. The early agent did not disappear, even though it was thrown away. This is not easy to get rid of a millennium item. And Bakura takes the learned eye. As we get a change with the manga. In the manga, Pegasus is dead, and he was even dead at the table of duels. He died at the arena. I don't know why he's only keeping alive, but hey, it's interesting. Now we get another story adapted from one of the school arcs of the school, one of the chapters from the school arc. The junction of the series being from Millennium item called the Millennium Key. As it says one of the Millennium items being taken, the Millennium Eye goes in Yugi's mind. And she sees how Yugi is truly wearing the Millennium Puzzle. Tells her that he and his other self will must discover the mysteries of the Millennium Puzzle and find out what happened 5,000 years ago. That's what whoever bears the puzzle must do. Isn't he? And his reveal's name is Shadi. Now, it's more elaborate in the manga because it's an entire set piece and story. So be sure to read the manga, it is good. But yeah, that was the Duelist Kingdom arc. I went a little long, but I really do like. I watched it in Japanese, by the way. It was good, and I can't wait to continue watching. I got two more. I got two further arcs to get from getting back to canon material. So look forward to those. I might do it tomorrow. We'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please thumbs up on. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. You know, because you'll be able to update all videos because of future. And I'll see you guys next time for more. I'll see you guys next time for Go for America, the Monster Legendary Heroes, and Dungeon Dice Monster arcs. They're easy to get through. Kill Felix out.